Hi guys, my name is Vish and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing my very first 24-hour readathon and I am extremely excited. I have been doing my uni placement last week and I basically haven't read anything. So I'm really excited to read more books today. Today is the 28th of January, Tuesday. It is 11:27 p.m. I don't know if you can see that. I'm basically going to be starting my readathon from 12 today, Tuesday, 12 p.m. till Wednesday, tomorrow, 12 p.m. So that's 24 hours. I haven't picked up my TBR yet, so let's go and pick out some books, shall we? Alright, so I picked 3 books as you saw. I picked Twas the Nightshift Before Christmas by Adam K. I read the first book, I think This Is Going to Hurt, beginning of last year, and I got this for Christmas. And it's a very short book as you can see, so I don't think it'll take too long. One of my goals for this year was to read more nonfiction, so this is one of the ones that I really want to read this year. I usually take a little bit more time to read nonfiction, so that's why I'm so glad this is a short book. So hopefully I'll be able to finish this by today. The second book I picked is Children of Virtue and Vengeance by Tomi Adeyemi. This is the second installment of the Children of Blood and Bone series. I really liked the first book and this book has gotten a lot of mixed reviews. I'm really excited to read this book because I thought the Children of Blood and Bone was good. So I want to see if this lives up to that first book. Those 2 books are like my set TBR. So just in case if I finish those 2, I was going to pick up the Guinevere Deception by Kiersten White. I really wanted to read this because it's an Arthur retelling and I absolutely love anything to do with Arthur and Merlin and Camelot. I really like the TV show Merlin. It's just, I've been watching it since I was a kid and I grew up with it, so I really love Camelot and Merlin and Arthur and all that. I'm really excited to read this. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about this as well, but because it's pretty short, I want to see if I can finish this in this readathon. Only after if I finish those 2, I'll pick this up. So the first book I'm going to be picking up is Twas the Night Before Christmas by Adam K. This book is just basically about Adam's experiences during a night shift in Christmas time. And based on his last book, This Is Going to Hurt, it was very funny and very witty. I love the story. Obviously, if you don't know, I'm going to be entering the medical area because I'm going to be a paramedic and I just like reading just medical stories. So following Adam and his story as he was a junior doctor is going to be really eye-opening and really cool. It's 1:10 at the moment, and I am basically now halfway through Twas the Night Before Christmas by Adam K. And I actually really like it. It's on par with his first book, This Is Going to Hurt. Sorry, I just finished the last story of I think it was the third Christmas. He was just talking about an abortion that he had to do, a very I think it was a third trimester abortion. So it was a really hard impact story, and it shook me a little bit, and I was trying to get my bearings. I thought it would be a good place to take a little break for now. I'm just gonna do lunch. Yeah, it's just some of the stories in here are very hard impacting, and some of them are just like cute little funny stories that he goes through. That last story was a bit hard to digest, but that's the life of a doctor. Alright, so I'm gonna get some lunch, or actually make some lunch, and then continue on with the rest of this. I think I'll obviously finish it by today, and then I'll move on to the next book. It's 3:32 and I just finished my first book. Yay! Like I said before when I was doing the halfway update, it's really good, really funny stories, but also obviously hard-hitting stories as well. I would definitely recommend you pick this up if you're not like squeamish about certain things. Like there are some disgusting things which I personally don't think it's disgusting, but some people might. But yeah, really recommend this. It was so good, and I hope he writes more books about his experiences. That'd be cool. Anyway, I'm going to pick up my second book now, which is Children of Virtue and Vengeance by Tomi Adeyemi. I'm just gonna take a little bit of a little break. Just fill up my journal and that, and then get right to the next book. Hello. It has been a while since I update because I think the last clip I said I was going to take a little break and do my journal. Well, it is now it's now 5:35 and I haven't started Children of Virtue and Vengeance, but I am gonna do it now. This is the face of determination to finish this by tonight. Since it's the second book of the series, I'm not going to tell you the synopsis, but I just know it follows after the events of the first book. So I'm pretty excited. The first book had a massive cliffhanger at the end, so can't wait to see what happens. just a little bit of an update. I'm about 50 pages in, and to be honest, I'm not exactly liking it. There's a lot of hate so far in this story, and I'm not about that. I mean, I understand why there's hate, but it's too much. I don't really know how to explain it. I'm just really not vibing with the story at the moment, and Zeely, it just has so much of hate, like a lot of hate, that it's really unsettling to read. And it's just, I don't want that type of vibe when I'm trying to read a fantasy book. I don't really know how to explain further. It's just, there's a lot of hate. I'm not vibing with it, and I'm gonna put it down. I don't think I want to continue reading this book. It's just, no. It's just a lot of, like I said, just a lot of hate, and I don't like that. Especially from Zeely. Because she's blaming a lot of things that happened to her onto Amari. And Amari has proved herself time and time again to Zeely. Yet she's still blaming Amari for her parents' sins. And Amari's trying her best to, correct those sins. But Zeely is just not having it. And that's just so much of hate. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So sadly, I'm going to have to put this book down. I'm going to pick up Guinevere Deception. So I'm excited for that. Let me go get that book. So I'm going to be reading the Guinevere Deception by Kiersten White. And I'm excited for this, like I said, because it's about Camelot and Merlin and Arthur. And it's just basically Guinevere has come to Camelot to wed King Arthur, and the kingdom is under attack. So Merlin has come up with a solution where Guinevere has to be Arthur's wife and his protector, just so they can protect Camelot. But apparently Guinevere's true identity is a secret. So I'm pretty excited. I mean, I really love Guinevere in like the whole Camelot lore. I really love Guinevere as a character. I'll update you if it's not going well. If it's going well, hopefully it goes well, because I really want to love this book. It's a shame though that I didn't like Children of Virtue and Vengeance, but it's okay. I sometimes don't vibe with a book. It's okay not to. I really hope this one's better. I really hope so. So I'm about 40 pages into it. Not much, but I'm actually really, really liking it, and I can't wait to read more. It's just, I'm really hungry, and I'm gonna do some dinner for me to eat, and then I'll continue with this. I'm really liking it. Thank God. I mean, I hope it goes on to me liking it throughout the book, so hopefully I like it. We'll see what happens. 12 p.m. and that is the end of my 24-hour readathon. The time went pretty fast, I think so. I mean, time flies when you're having fun and all that shit. But yeah, I really enjoyed myself. I wish I could have read more, but I kind of procrastinated towards the end of the night, as you saw. But I did read a little bit after my procrastination session. And I woke up earlier this morning, as you saw, and I managed to get about 3/4 of the way through. So I only have, I think it's about a little bit more than 100 pages or so. So I basically finished this much this morning. So I know I didn't finish this today, but at least I finished this. Alright, let me recap what I've read so far. The total pages I read in the last 24 hours is 416 pages, which I think is a lot for a day, so I'm happy with that. When I started yesterday, I picked up Twas the Nightshift Before Christmas by Adam K. I again really love this book. It was absolutely hilarious, and there were some hard-hitting stories in here as well. And I definitely recommend picking up this book. Like I said, if you're not squeamish and you can handle those hard-hitting stories. But pick up the first book, which is called this... hold on, let me get it. There it is. Alright. This is the first book. This is Going to Hurt by Adam K. So it's a pretty big book compared to his second book, but I really enjoyed this. I read this beginning of last year, and again, it's absolutely hilarious, hard-hitting stories, and I think people in the medical field can really relate to his stories, so definitely pick this up if you're wanting to experience more in the medical field. The second book that I attempted and eventually DNFed was Children of Virtue and Vengeance by Tomi and Adeyemi. Like I said before, I really tried. I think I got to 50 pages, and you know, when I read a book and I know I really don't like it, I immediately put it down. But I tried to go through this book till about 50 pages. I know it doesn't seem a lot, but I just immediately knew that I wouldn't like this book, but I kept trudging on. And again, so much of hate. I don't think it's a good message to be spreading to YA readers. You don't have that much hate for a person that has helped you and is your friend, and then just suddenly decides to hate them just because of what their parents did. It's not a great message to send, I think, to YA readers. Anyway, I read 50 pages of this, put it down, and that was it. The third book then I started to read is The Guinevere Deception by Kiersten White. I absolutely love this because, like I said before, I really love Camelot and Arthur and Merlin just because of the TV show Merlin. I just absolutely love that show. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. And I am now on page 220. I will definitely finish this today, but I have to go out now, so I can't really continue on this readathon and finish it. So that's why I'm ending it here. So far, I really like this book as a whole, but there's something a bit missing, that oomph to the story. So far, everything's been surface level, but why I really like this book is because all the characters that we see in here, and obviously I recognize their names, like Arthur and Guinevere, Merlin, Uther Pendragon, Igraine, Sir Percival, Sir Gawain, Sir Tristan, people like that. And that just creates a bit of nostalgia for me, and that's a big factor going into this book. The story and the plot as a whole, like I said, I'm on 220, and I feel like the plot is just beginning. So, and this book is short, so there's only what, 336 pages, and I'm 220, and the plot is like just starting. So it's a lot to get through to actually get to the plot. So just be mindful of that. Like I said, the nostalgia is a big factor for me. That's why I'm really enjoying this. And that was all the books I read in the past 24 hours. I know it's not much. I've seen a lot of 24-hour readathons and they've like read 6 or 7 books. Granted, some of them were graphic novels. But yeah, next time I'll do the readathon, I will try not to procrastinate and incorporate more graphic novels in and like short books like this. I really enjoyed it and it definitely got me back in the reading mood, and I can't wait to pick up more books. I mean, there's a stack of books here that I really want to read. It's actually acting as my tripod. I'll show you. It's just a stack of books here that I really want to read. I've read Vicious and Vengeful already, but I just got these 3 and these 4 here. And I really want to get into Brandon Sanderson soon. So I'm going to read the Mistborn series, I think maybe in March. Not sure. Stay tuned for that. Probably read the Mistborn series in March and these 3 sometime soon. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you really liked it, and don't forget to subscribe and follow all my socials that are linked down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.